Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Vinny here, and today I'm going to show you how to replace the transmission fluid in a 2007 to 2011 Honda CRV. This job's going to be pretty similar to other year model Hondas that are out there on the road today. For the tools and parts needed for this job, you're just going to need a 3/8 breaker bar to get the transmission fluid drain plug off. Optionally, you could do a 3/8 ratchet. You're gonna want a pair of gloves, a long oil filter with a hose on it. You're gonna want some rags and a oil drain pan. Then I have a pad back here just to lay on, and optionally you can use a car jack and jack stands or metal ramps here with blocks of wood. And if you're gonna use the ramps, then you're gonna want some wheel chocks or wheel blocks so the car doesn't roll on you. And then of course you're gonna want your transmission fluid. So this is the Honda OEM automatic transmission fluid. It's the ATF DW-1, and you're gonna also want a crush washer. So depending if you have a front wheel drive or an all-wheel drive Honda CRV, you may need either 3 or 4 of these. We're doing a 2011 Honda CRV that's all-wheel drive, so I believe that quantity is going to require 3.6 quarts of transmission fluid, and the front wheel drive only is just around 3, but it's usually safe to just get 4 just so you have enough no matter what. And there'll be links down in the description for all the tools and parts used in this video. All right, so you can come right down here and pop the hood. Lift the hood up, and there should be a latch right here that you're gonna press that and lift, and then you can get your hood prop right up there. You'll see the arrow. All right, looking straight down in the engine bay, you're gonna see a yellow handle right here that you can pull up. That is your transmission fluid dipstick. Make sure to take note of that notch. It faces towards the driver's side of the car, and when you go to reinsert that, you're going to want to make sure you push this down pretty tightly to make sure it's fully seated in there. All right, so while the vehicle's on a level surface, we're going to pull this dipstick out and clean it, and then put it back in. Make sure, again, like I said, it's fully seated all the way down. You'll push that in until you don't feel it go down anymore, and then we can pull it back out. Just check our level so far, so we're dead center in the middle. Looks good. And then after we check our level, we're gonna fully insert that all the way back in. Make sure it's all the way installed, because we're gonna quickly pull this vehicle up on the ramps. We can go ahead and block off our wheels with wheel chocks or wheel blocks. Safety first. All right, now that the vehicle is pulled up on our ramps, we can just go ahead and pull that dipstick out and just kind of leave it up here for now like that. This is going to allow the transmission fluid to drain a little bit quicker. All right, I like to grab everything we're going to need before we go right under the car. So you're going to want to get your drain pan, 3/8 breaker bar, a rag, your transmission drain plug crush washer, and the pad. All right, we're going to come right under the front of the vehicle. And towards the driver's side, if you look up right here, you're gonna see this square notch inside of that bolt. That is your transmission fluid drain bolt right there. So you're gonna go ahead and grab your 3/8 breaker bar and stick that square end right in. You might have to bang on it a little bit. And if you're having trouble getting that in, you can tap on the back or something else like that. And then we're gonna break it loose. Sometimes they're tight if it's been a while, and then you can bang that out. All right, so we can start to loosen this. And since this is transmission fluid, it's typically a little bit of a thinner oil, so it will splash. And especially if it's hot, it's gonna come out a lot quicker. So as we start to take this drain bolt out, I'm probably gonna lift up this pan a little bit to start to catch that fluid before it starts to splash everywhere. So we're gonna go ahead and do that now. All right, you can see it's just on the last thread. I'm gonna pull this out quick, like that. And we're just making sure that we're not spilling any fluid here. Looking good. Cool. Also, you're gonna have the drain plug that you just took out. There's gonna be a washer on there. This is the crush washer that you're gonna wanna replace. And then this piece up here is a magnet, and that actually picks up any metal shavings that are left in the transmission, you know, from the gears. So you always wanna take a rag and clean that. We're gonna clean this drain bolt really good. And that's what a clean transmission drain bolt should look like. Now we're just gonna let the rest of that fluid drain. And once the transmission fluid's done draining, you can get your new transmission drain plug washer, put that on, and we will reinstall that. Give everything a little wipe, and slide this out of the way. And then you're gonna wanna torque down that transmission drain bolt to 36 foot-pounds. Give it one more good wipe. Should be good. All right, now we're back up at the top. We can fully remove the dipstick. And we're gonna grab our long funnel right here. Now this is a long funnel with a rubber hose right here on the end. And this is what we used when I worked at the Honda dealership. You can use all other kinds of funnels that will reach down there, but you'll see that this rubber hose slips right inside that transmission dipstick hole perfectly. And we're gonna fill it up right through that hole. All right, now it's time we could fill this up. So this is a 2011 Honda CRV. That's an all-wheel drive. So I believe this is a 3.6 quarts of transmission fluid that it calls for. The front wheel drive is around 3 quarts. But like I said, I always recommend just getting 4 of these to be safe. And so we're gonna start by filling this up here. Kind of go a little slow because it might take a minute for the fluid to fully go down into the transmission. All right, so I just put 3 quarts in there, and since we are on ramps, that means the car's not on a level surface. So I'm gonna take out this oil funnel. I'm gonna put a rag down there and grab the end of it. That's how you'll cleanly get that out. I'm going to put our dipstick all the way back in so we can back the car off the ramps. And then I will finish off topping off this fluid once we're down on a level surface. And again, make sure that transmission dipstick is all the way seated. We will remove our wheel blocks. All right, so first, before we take this off the ramps, I'm gonna start this vehicle up. And you're gonna wanna run this through the gears just slowly, keeping my foot on the brake. And this will just help that new fluid get around where it needs to in the transmission. All right, and now we can go ahead and back this thing off the ramps real quick. Cool, so now we're down on a level surface. Put it back in park. All right, now with the vehicle on a level surface, we'll pull that transmission fluid dipstick back out. Just gonna clean it and put it back in to see what our level is. Make sure that seats all the way down. Let it sit there for a second, pull it out, and we're just trying to see where our fluid level is. So we are, looks like just at that bottom line. We're gonna put our funnel back down in there. And for the all-wheel drive, usually it's 3.6 quarts gets you to about that full level. It'll depend on if you fully had drained the transmission or not. So I'm gonna put about half of this in there, and then we can double check everything. Go ahead and remove our funnel. Clean your dipstick. Fully insert that again, leave it in there for a second, and then pull it out so we can check. And it looks like we are just at the top line on there, so that should be good. That is 3.6. Again, this might be slightly different depending on how much you drained. And I'll have the transmission fluid capacities listed down in the description, as well as right up here on the screen. All right, once that's all good, make sure your transmission dipstick is fully seated down. We can go ahead and close our hood. Then you're gonna wanna start the car. We're gonna keep our foot on the brake, and we're gonna cycle through the different gears, giving it a few seconds in each one. to allow the transmission fluid that we just put in to get cycled all through the transmission. All right, then last thing to do is to reset our maintenance light. So you're gonna get your key and put that in. You're gonna turn it to the on position. So you'll have key on, engine off. And then you're gonna see right down here, there's a button you can push. So we can toggle that over to the oil life. And then you're gonna hold that in for 10 seconds. Keep holding that in until the screen changes. All right, great. So now everything is flashing here. You can grab that knob and twist it to toggle to the different options on here. So we're gonna go up to where it says oil life, and then you're gonna click it once. And normally it would have like a B13 or whatever the maintenance codes would be. I'll have them listed up here right now on the screen for you guys. But once everything here is flashing, then what you can do is hold that button in again. And you're just gonna keep holding that in, and boom, now it should be reset. So that will reset the maintenance light for you. All right guys, that's about it. That's how you're gonna replace the transmission fluid on a 2007 to 2011 Honda CRV. So if this video helped you guys out, please leave me a like. If you guys have any questions at all, leave them down in the comments. I'll get back to you. And if you're looking for more of this kind of content, then hit that subscribe button, because there'll be plenty more videos coming your way. I appreciate you guys sticking through with me on this one, and I'll catch you in the next one. Have a good one.